In life, there are four kinds of currencies, and it's the elite, those top people that understand these currencies and they make good use of it to maximize where they are right now. So if you understand these currencies that I'm about to reveal to you in this video and you make good use of them, you spend them the right way, you are going to make reasonable success faster than all your peers, faster than anybody around you. You'll be part of the 1% that are making waves in the world. What are these four currencies? So tell me, how can a beginner start spending these currencies? I call it meta. There's money, there's energy, there's time, and there's attention. As a beginner, you don't have money. How do you spend your time, attention, and energy? What is time exactly? Time is like a motherboard. It covers these two currencies, attention and energy. What do I mean? When you're paying attention to something, you're spending time. In this instance, time is uncontrollable. You have no control over time. As a beginner that doesn't have money, the only two things you are in charge of is your attention and your energy. Nothing else. Don't think you're in charge of time. Time is way out of your control. You have no control over time. Whether you like it or not, tomorrow will come. Whether you like it or not, 2 p.m. in the day would come. Whether you like it or not, day and night will still come and go. Even though you finished what you're supposed to do or you didn't finish what you're supposed to do, time still goes. So when you understand that time is abstract, you don't have control over it, you now work with what you know you have control over, which is your energy and your attention. So when starting out, believe me when I tell you that the world out there understands that you have attention and you have energy. And whether you like it or not, there are people out there that don't want a lot of people at the top. So they try to keep the masses down there. And they do this by sending out a lot of things, a lot of BS on social media. You see a lot of reality shows, you see a lot of nonsense TikTok trends, there are a lot of distractions. That's what you need to know. When I learned about these four currencies, I saw money as money, a certain kind of currency. I accepted that these other three, time, attention, and energy, are currencies. But then when you understand that everything links up in this world, one way or the other, things are related. The way you do A is the way you actually do B. And when you understand that, you stop being nonchalant about some things. The way you talk to a waiter, at some point you talk like that to your wife if you don't take your time. The way you do your little things at home is the way you do bigger things. The way you procrastinate, you finish writing down what you do in a day and then you just saw a movie, a series that just came out, and you cancel everything you've done for that day to go and watch the series. And you say, when I'm done, I'll come back to this thing. You're like, I can finish them in 3 hours. As little as it seems, if you continue with that behavior, it will affect the bigger decisions you make in your life. You can literally leave big events and whatever because you have been trained to be like that. So what am I trying to say basically is things are related, okay? So I now understood that, same way they talk about saving money, making money, saving money, and investing money. If money is a currency and it has to flow, that's why it's called currency, current. It has to flow. That means the same principle can be applied in time, energy, and attention. But the trick right here is that you have these two. Remember we said time is like the motherboard. So these two, attention and energy, are like under. They are the two things you have control over. You have these two in abundance, unlike money, okay? You can control these two. So we now slash out that making this currency. You have to make money, you have to save money, you have to invest money to maximize money as currency. When it now comes to time and energy, those two are there already. You have them in abundance already. So the next question is, how can you now save it and invest it? You can't literally save it again because you already have it in abundance. So the only thing you can now do with these two, your energy and your attention, is invest it. And that is what the world out there is against. There are a lot of distractions, and all these distractions, they are not there for your money. They are there for your currencies, the two important currencies that you only have control over: your energy and your attention. Attention being the number one currency that everybody is gunning at. Everybody. Attention is like the most valuable currency right now because the person that gets 1 million views on a video has 1 million people paying attention to him. Okay, so if he's saying anything on that video, he's making money. It now begs the question, why would you be spending so much attention? The only valuable asset you have now, the only valuable currency you have now, why will you be spending it unwisely without keeping track? Why will you be spending hours of your time doom scrolling on TikTok? Why will you be paying attention to things that are not important? That's the mistake a lot of people make. They feel like time is money, and that's a big lie because time is a different currency on its own. Money is a different currency on its own. If we were to weigh itself, time is at the top, money is the least. Because money is physical, you can see it. What actually shapes people's belief, as funny as it is, are abstract things. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is abstract, but then it's the most powerful medium of exchange. Look at dollar. What is dollar exactly? It's the belief. Dollar is just a piece of paper. Naira is just a piece of paper. But then it's the belief that people have invested their attention, the energy people have invested in that paper. That is what makes it as valuable as it is. So what if you pay more attention to your growth than you pay attention to reality TVs, to things that don't support you? I want you to, as a beginner, I'm talking as a beginner now, I want you to get that consciousness that whatever it is you choose to spend your time and your energy on, you are getting at least 2 times or 3 times that in return. That's return on investment. I want you to stop seeing money as the only currency. I want you to start seeing attention, energy, and time as currencies that you have the power to invest. Imagine when you say, I have 1 million naira, I have $1 million. Like you have an abundance of that. You're now confused on what to do with it. The proper thing to do is to invest it. That's the same thing with time and energy and attention. You have these in abundance. How do you now multiply it? If you don't value your time now, nobody value it. You're the only person that can place as much value on your time than anybody else will. If you're always available, everybody won't nobody will respect your time. Nobody will respect your schedule. So again, going back, I digressed a bit there. Going back to the question, as a beginner, how do you spend these currencies? Now you are aware, because it always starts with awareness and action. It takes a day to change your mindset. As crazy as it is, it takes just a day. I believe that for a change to occur in the mindset, in the mind of someone, you have to be aware of that mindset and then accept it. If they tell you that you have a poverty mindset and you have to get the rich mindset or the wealthy mindset, the abundance mindset, it's not something you spend hours, days. The mindset itself is there. You can get it in an hour, you can get it in a minute. What is there? What does it take to do that? Awareness and acceptance. If you are aware that the only method of making money is not by going to school, getting a good grade, getting a certificate and working in an office 9 to 5, if you are aware of that you can make money online, you are aware of it already. It's a mindset. Because there are some people that believe that the only way you can make money is by working in 9 to 5. And that, don't believe any other thing. That's their mindset. So you now being aware that, oh, it's possible to make money online from the comfort of your home with just simple skills. And then you now accept it, because you can be aware of something, but you don't accept it. We're all aware of the devil, but we don't accept him. To change your mindset is basically being aware of that right mindset and then accepting it. So for beginners, it's not a very big deal. If you don't have money now, you have 3 more currencies that people that have a lot of money spend a lot of money to get. So you have attention now. Pay attention to what would help you grow. If you want to make more money, pay attention to what makes more money. Study what makes money. When they say study, carry out research, study money. If you want to get something, you study it. If you want to make money, you study how to make money. And what is study? Paying rapt, in-depth, laser-focused attention to something. That's basically what study is. You're paying so much, tons of attention to something. And of course, that comes with energy. Because when you focus on doing, when you pay attention to something, it takes out energy. So you're paying with 2 currencies. You actually pay with 3 currencies, because why I say time is like the motherboard is, time is there. Whatever you're doing with attention, time still reads. You're paying with attention and you're also paying with time, because time goes as you're paying attention to that YouTube video. When you're focused on becoming a better version of yourself, energy goes with it. Energy is emotion, feelings. When you read, when you pay attention to how to make money, when you learn something new, you feel happy, you feel inspired, you feel motivated. And it's not all days that you even feel at your best. There are some days you feel down, but you still have to do the work. You are paying with energy, okay? So as a beginner, don't think that you're broke for life. Lack of money doesn't mean you're broke. Lack of means to make money, lack of knowledge to make money is what actually defines someone as broke. You can even have the knowledge, but then lack of willingness, lack of acceptance, you reject it, still makes you broke. So if you don't have money, don't fuss about it. Use the other 3 currencies you have to make money. When it comes to business in this aspect, as a beginner, you don't have money. You have to pay in energy and attention. If you don't have customers buying your product, you have to go out and look for those customers. You have to go out and look for clients. You have to co-DM more than 100 people, 300 people, 400 people, and still get rejected. But then you're paying with your time, you're paying with your energy, because you don't have money. So this is just the quick hack. If you're a beginner, you don't have money, look for how you can maximize these other 3 currencies you have. Don't say that because you don't have money, you cannot start a business. That's a big lie. You cannot learn a skill. That's a big lie. Put in the work. If you don't have money to get a good course, there's YouTube. Carry out proper research. There are free tools out there that can give you enough information you need to make a certain amount of money that you can now use to get a course or whatever. All right. So as a beginner, if you're starting anything, make good use of your time, your attention, and your energy, because these are the things you have in abundance. Second set of people, the intermediates, the average people. How can an average person, an intermediate person, make good use of these currencies you have? I would niche this down to business, because it's a very, very wide topic and it's not something I can finish in this video. When it comes to business, when you start making reasonable amount of money, the mistake a lot of people make is when you start making money, like you started making 300,000 naira weekly, 400,000 naira weekly, 1 million naira monthly, they get stuck in that hamster's wheel of a beginner. So most people now get stuck in that loop, and they think that the way they can scale to 7 figures, or the way they can scale their businesses, is by doing what they used to do before, which is spend so much time, attention, and energy. That's the mistake they make. You have started making money. When you start making reasonable amount of money and you now want to scale, like you've plateaued, you now know that I need to do this, and do this, and I'll make 300,000 naira in a week. You already know it is now predictable. Don't fall into that trap of sticking to what was working for you before. This is now the time to break. This is now the time to move forward. So as a 6-figure earner, you should know that you're not supposed to spend so much time and attention or energy doing what you used to do before. So if you used to spend a lot of time to find customers, you should now know that now you're making 100,000 naira, 200,000 naira, 300,000 naira. How can I use money to buy back a little bit of my time, a little bit of my energy, and a little bit of my attention? That's where the term of running Facebook ads now comes, hiring video editors, those things you used to do by yourself. If you want to scale into 7 figures, those things you used to do by yourself that got you into 6 figures, those routines, those things you did to bring you to a 6-figure earner is not what will take you into 7 figures. It's not what will take you into 8 figures. If you continue with them, you will stay at 6 figures. You won't scale. An example of those is spending an enormous amount of time. Probably you were doing everything in your business. You were the one editing your video. You were the one designing your flyer. You were the one messaging people. You were the one sending out the go DMs. You were the one running ads, doing all those things. But now you start making reasonable amount of money. The next question you should ask yourself is, I used to spend so much energy, time, and attention because I didn't have money. Now that I have money, how can I spend money in order to gain back this energy, time, and attention, so I can now take these currencies and see how I can use them to get to the next level? Because it is these currencies that got me to this level. How can I now use money to leverage to now move to the next level? So instead of manually looking for clients or looking for customers or sending cold DMs, you now use money to buy back the time you used to spend to do those things by running ads, by paying influencers. That's what your money is now working for. You're now buying back time. Do you understand? When it comes to designing, you can now hire a graphic designer. You can now hire a video editor. You're no more doing everything manually. But this is where a lot of business owners get it wrong. They usually think, if these are the things I did that got me to 6 figures, then I'll just repeat them again so they'll get me to 7 figures. It doesn't work that way. If you really want financial freedom is basically being in charge of your life. So if you're making 700,000 naira per month, but you still have someone that dictates where you need to be and at what time you need to be there, you haven't attained financial freedom. You have made a lot of money, but you haven't bought back your time, your energy, and attention, because someone is in charge of your time. The intermediates, they've locked themselves inside that cage of still subjecting themselves to doing things that take their time, that take their attention, that take their energy, even when they're still making money. The third level, which is for the experts, these are now people that are probably doing 7 figures, 8 figures. How can they now maximize their time, attention, and energy and money to attain financial freedom? As a 7-figure earner or as an 8-figure earner, you need to employ what we call automation. Automation basically is, of course, setting up systems. When you're now a 7-figure earner, what would make you stay a 7-figure earner and even scale to 8-figure, 9-figure, 10 figures is when you're now able to replicate yourself in other people, replicate yourself in systems. What have you done that brought you to 6 figures? What did you do that took you to 7 figures? How can you take that exact process that made you 7 figures in a month, document it, and make it work on its own without you in the system? That is what you should now be thinking of as a 7-figure earner, as an 8-figure earner. 8-figure earners or 7-figure earners, they are usually comfortable. Of course, when you're making 1 million naira, 3 million naira, 4 million naira, hell, 10 million naira in a month, it becomes normal for you. Like you feel like that's the highest. What if you could actually make more? The secret to this is by creating systems. Systems are things that are bound to work with or without your presence, with or without your involvement. Systems are things that will make you money whether you're there or not. And that's why you now talk about the three types of income we have. We have the active income, we have the passive income, and then we have residual income. Active income is for the beginner. Passive income is for the intermediate. That's the 6-figure, the 7-figure earner. Then residual income is now for the 8-figure earners. When you're starting out as a beginner, you have less money and all those other currencies. I want you to understand that what you're doing there is active income. Active income requires your presence, requires your time, your energy, your skill. It requires it. As a banker, you need to be there. You need to do the paperwork. You need to do everything. As a video editor, you need to be the one that's editing the videos, posting the videos. As a graphic designer, the one that is designing the flyers. That is your active income. That's what you do because you don't have money yet. But then passive income, when you now scale into 6 figures, 7 figures, you should now put your mind towards passive income. And passive income basically requires just little of your presence. So let's say you're a video editor, but then you now hire 2 more video editors or 3 more video editors. And then when you now get a job, just send it to them, give them briefing or how they used to do it. And then you go out. When they are done, you go and inspect it. If it's done well, you now send the video to the clients and you get paid. They pay you, you pay the video editor, or you pay the 3 of them. So what this means now, you're buying back time with the money you have. If that taking you 3 months to edit 30 videos, you're not going to be doing it in a month because you have 3 video editors that are editing 10 videos the way you used to do it. And you're now using money, probably the one you've built up or the one you're going to be paid with to pay these people. You're now doing 3 months work in 1 month, buying back your time. That's as a 6-figure earner that wants to move into 7 figures. The amount of money you that made in 3 months is what you're now making in a month. Do you understand? So that's passive income. Basically, you could even now get someone to broker these deals for you. So you don't need to actively be there to meet clients. You're not the one doing the whole paperwork, talking with clients and all. The only thing you now do is every week you just check in. How many clients were we able to book today? How many clients were we able to hold back? How many clients came back? You're not asking these questions, but then you're not actively putting in the work of looking for clients and editing the videos like you used to do before. So it still requires your attention, but then you're not making money passively, because you're not actively there. So that is what passive income is, okay? Residual income is now when your money makes money for you, whether you're there or not. And that's why we're now talking about 7-figure earners, 8-figure earners, 9-figure earners. And that's why they say the rich get richer. The rich keep on getting richer because they understand how to make their money work for them. For you to be an 8-figure earner or a 9-figure earner, you already have a business that makes consistent, predictable income for you. So you're no more bothered about money. You're no more bothered about income. What you're now focused on is how to multiply without being actively involved. So that's where all these investment opportunities now come in. Residual income is what will make money for you years to come without you being there. You can now think of making YouTube videos, because if you make one YouTube video and upload it, 3 years to come, 5 years to come, if the video is doing well, YouTube will still be running ads on the video and you still be getting paid. So you can be getting paid for a video that you made 4 years ago because the video got 100,000 views or 500,000 views. That is residual income. You're no more making that video again. You're no more doing anything to that video again. It's just bringing you money. Same thing with investment in real estate or land. You can move into residential houses. I'm not very, very familiar with that. Buy some units, place it on rent, and this will keep on paying you years to come. So far as people are living in that house, you're not doing anything again. You're not the one maintaining the house for them. They've paid you fully. If the pipe spoils, you're not the one that is fixing the pipe. This is residual income. You don't need, it just keeps on coming every month, every year, it just keeps on coming. And there are lots of opportunities like that. So now, as an 8-figure earner, as a 9-figure earner, that's where your mind should be at, okay? And this time, you're buying back in full your time, your attention, your energy, and even money, because you're not making more money. Do you understand? So let me now summarize this quickly. As a beginner, active income. Just understand that when you're starting out, if you don't have money, you have to spend so much time, energy, and attention, those 3 other currencies, as a beginner, actively. And you're not thinking of leveraging anything. You're just there to do the work. You have to be actively active, all right? And what you're doing there is active income. The second thing now is passive income, which is the middle guy, the 6-figure to 7-figure earner. You're now buying back most part of your time, your attention, and your energy. And you're also making money by the side. Residual income on the other side, you're buying back everything fully, both your time, your attention, your energy, and you're even making money without being actively or passively involved. You're not there at all. The money just keeps on coming. What is your takeaway from this now? As a beginner, you need to understand this thing I'm about to start. How can it make me attain financial freedom with passive income and residual income? You ask yourself these questions before you move into anything. All right. There are some businesses that are not scalable. There are some businesses that you cannot scale. Don't move into those businesses. Move into a business that you can scale. Move into a business that you can attain, you can practice passive income and residual income with that particular business. So I believe that you've gotten a lot of impact from this video, and now you have a clear pathway on how you can navigate your life, on how you can make your financial decisions better. If you're worried about the business to start with or the skill to start with, I made a full 30-minute video, which is one of my best performing videos right now, where I outlined the best skill to learn this year, and it works for you even if you're a beginner, an intermediate, or an expert already. I'll put the link in the description, so once you're done with this video, make sure to check out that video. And for those of you that are already in your 6-figure, 7-figure businesses, those of you that are doing 6 figures already but want to scale to 7 figures, I spent 90 minutes with 6-figure business owners, and I showed them step by step strategically how they can scale their businesses with the use of automation. I made everything live, like it was a full process. It's a private video, but I'll link it in the description too, so that you can watch it and make good use of the information you find there. At this point, we shall call it a day. If you found value in this video, I want you to hit the like button, and if you want to be notified when I upload my next video, hit the subscribe button. Of course, share this video with 2 people that you want to change their lives. And as usual, where you are right now is not your final destination. I'll see you at the top.